it's mind-boggling. Like, everything this guy is doing is like a showcase of why leftists are the normal people and conservatives and TERFs are insane. Everything. Like, why did he upload this? This was a content suggestion posted to the Juicebox channel in my Discord server. If you would like to leave suggestions for me to watch, you can join the Discord server by clicking the link in the description below. Dubsy also always leaves a QR code somewhere on the screen. It could be here, could be there, could be anywhere. I don't know. He could have covered my face with it. Who's to say? Or they could have covered my face with it. They'll definitely cover my face with it now that I've misgendered them. I apologize. We're going to move on from that. Anyway, this guy, Jamie Zhu, I have never heard of him, but apparently he went to a pride parade in what he calls the most woke city in Australia. And this should be, I just enjoy this kind of slop content, you know? There's always a lot to sink my teeth into. Normies, like, really all the conservatives have left. You'll see them do this all the time now with the street interviews because, like, all they can really do is go after people who have no idea what they're talking about but mean well. Sometimes they even go after people who do know what they're talking about, and they still try to pretend as though and edit it as though they were the ones who won. Okay, it's all they have left. They don't actually have any talking points left or thought or rational thoughts or anything like that. So let's take a look at Mr. Jamie Zhu going to the most woke city in Australia.
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
Yes.
Do you guys feel like Donald Trump has done not well?
We're off to the races, folks.
I'm a staunch feminist. I'm an angry feminist.
Thoughts on cis white males?
That can go to hell.
True.
As many as you want there to be.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
True.
Vaccines change the world.
Making baby.
That is true. Okay, so we're gonna get some nice anti-vaccine content in here as well. Anti-vax, love it.
Angry feminists.
Love it.
What does feminism mean to you?
The only
What
response.
is going on, you guys, and welcome back, guys.
There are two responses to people like this. One, walk away. Two, play copyrighted music into their mic.
Today, we are here in Melbourne, Australia. I've flown down from Sydney to specifically come here because Melbourne is actually known as Australia's most woke city. And today we'll be investigating why...
You know what pisses me off? I have the same microphones that all these dumbasses have, and I can't get them to work right. I can't get them to work. Like, every time I try to do shit like this, like go out into the real world and touch some grass and talk to people, like my microphones just suck ass. They didn't work at the Women's Republican Convention, so I just like gave up. They didn't work that well like a long time ago when I went to like a right-wing rally. I got to figure out what's going on.
Why Australia's become so woke, where did it come from, what are the repercussions potentially, and just seeing how Australia became this way. The term woke used to mean having a more open mind towards government agenda.
My advice for lonely cis men is be less cis. Good point. Good point. I personally consider myself very cis, but I'm also not lonely. So.
Genders and things happening in the world. However, today it's actually been completely changed in terms of the definition, and now it more so means representing advocacy for equality and progressive ideologies that not everyone actually likes. Some examples of woke culture entail LGBTQ rights.
Here's what woke actually means. Anything that I personally don't like. Me. Okay? If I'm the one using the word woke in a derogatory manner, I can use it to mean anything. Okay? Like literally anything. That they just use it. They use it to mean the N-word these days too. Oh, they put a black character in Spider-Man, woke. They put a black stormtrooper in, it's usually used for media, I guess. They put a black stormtrooper in Star Wars, woke. I guess woke wasn't really in use back then, but they would have said woke. Oh, a big one is a black character in Assassin's Creed. They just put a black character in that, and you can get gay married in Assassin's Creed. By choice if you want to. Crazy, right? And so a bunch of right-wingers, by choice, got gay married in Assassin's Creed and posted about it on Twitter and got really mad. Really, really mad. Dubsy, post the iconic meme of child putting up fake cardboard monsters and then getting scared at them. It's literally that. It's just that.
Rights, climate activism, racial injustice, deconstructing the patriarchy, and even advocating cancel culture in some instances. Now, I'm about to meet a guy called Louis, who's a friend of mine who actually knows around 10 plus languages. Let's go and meet him. How are you, bro?
See you.
How many languages do you speak?
So I use 5 professionally for work. I can definitely conversate in at least 30 languages to people, yeah.
Today I reckon we go and invest.
Yeah, that's another thing. The guy in Assassin's Creed who's black is actually like a historical figure. Like, that is accurate to who he was as a character, as a person. Not as a character, as a person. Like, that was accurate. Like, everything else in Assassin, like, literally they have, like, it's not time machines, but it's like, I remember the plot for at least one of them was like laying down in some kind of machine, and then you like go back to your ancestor's brain and like do shit. Like, that's not historically accurate at all. But, you know, once a black person gets introduced, oh no.
Investigate this topic on how Australia became so woke, and I think the first stop for us...
Are you going to get to it? What do you mean, Tino? Oh, you mean Assassin's Creed? Eventually.
...is a suburb called Brunswick. What do you think?
I know it very well. I'll show you. Let's go.
Let's go. Quick question. We're just doing a vlog for YouTube right now, and I've heard of something called, is it Drag Queen Story Hour? What are your thoughts on that?
Love that. It's just
True.
costume that makes people happy. I don't see why it's a problem.
You reckon kids should be taught about drag queens at like 6 years old?
I think there's some parts that kids will understand and some parts that they won't. So it's sort of understanding what benefit they need out of that.
Do you consider yourself woke?
It's not, I would go further. I wouldn't even say it's about the benefit. It's like, who cares? They're drag queens. They're wearing costumes. It's like the femme version of a clown, kind of. Like, that's all it's just performance art. It's performance art. It goes back to Shakespeare, man.
Not as much as I could be.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. So you're striving to become more woke.
Just trying to be the best person I can be.
Cool. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. All right, so we're on the tram right now. We're going to go ask them.
Nothing, literally said nothing wrong.
What they think of woke culture in Australia.
You want, you can sit here for me.
Cinta Corina. Cinta Corina.
Okay. How you learn this word actually?
Roma Bangla Bondu te keshe
Okay.
Roma Italia. Yeah. You know, how would you say like the transgender? You know,
There are a lot of transgender.
is it in Bangladesh too?
Recently they are showing. So before they was
Based?
like hidden. They are like protest about their transgender. So just in Bangladesh it is not legal.
What sort of injustices do you feel like there
Oof,
are in
that
2025?
sucks.
Wealth inequality.
Shout out to my Bangladeshi and trans folks. I'm so sorry. That's gotta suck ass.
Wealth inequality, interesting. Are you against capitalism?
Not really, I can't be, because I'm also part of the system.
Nigga, zum Beispiel like
Wait, you can't be against a system that you're a part of. What? That doesn't make any sense, my man. You gotta think fast at. Like, don't cuck yourself like that. You can be against a system that you were thrust into against your will. In fact, I'd say that's a great argument to be against it. You didn't pick to be born into capitalism and submit to a capitalist framework. So being like, that's like that literally, and I'm sorry to make this comparison, that is like a slave being born into slavery and say, well, this is the system I was born into, so I can't hate it. No, that you're being cucked, man. You are a cuck.
sports 怎么说？不同的运动的，他们有男的，还有女的一起
Hold
sports 怎么
on.
说？
Biological males should be allowed to play women's sports. Here we
不
go.
同的运动的，他们有男的，还有女的一起玩。
停。就我觉得不错。
Based.
再见。
Based. Based.
One more
Based.
question. Are you in favor or against climate change activism?
Favor, always favor.
All right, bro. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Based.
That was a woke man right there.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. We have arrived
All he's doing is going around and collecting based opinions from people. Like, this is great.
in Brunswick. Woo!
I'm sure he's gonna get really annoying in a second. Excuse me.
So can I ask you a quick question real
Ooh,
quick?
that's a banger.
How many genders do you think there are?
2?
And do you feel like people in Brunswick would agree with you on that statement?
No.
How many genders are there?
As many as you want there to be. I think it's like
True.
dependent to the person.
Yeah.
What are you advocating for today, sir, in Brunswick?
Free Palestine,
Free Palestine?
because we're Ramadan.
Let's go. Let's go.
You know, month.
Hey, listen, that's great. Like, okay, he's not woke on like the 50 million genders. Okay, whatever. Free Palestine, bitch.
Are you Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
And what's the sticker you have? I saw a sticker somewhere. Yeah. So boycott Israel.
Yep.
And then free
True.
Palestine.
I love this guy.
Yep.
What sort of like social justice campaigns would you personally advocate for?
Pro-Palestine, but not in a like Judaism is Zionism way. I think obviously Judaism is not Zionism.
True,
Zionism is
true.
extremism.
What do you guys think about Donald Trump being elected?
As an American, dog, I don't.
No?
Nah. Like just the other day, like we're now in a trade war. It's like we don't need to be doing
Yep.
this. I don't think he presents a good image of like equality either.
Trump? What do you reckon?
I hate him. Yeah, I hate him a lot.
What would you say one of the biggest problems in the world are right now?
Climate change is a big one.
There you
Equal
go. Good.
rights.
for everyone. Abortion should be an obvious thing that is free and not really fair for a man to make a choice about a woman's body.
Equal pay for women and stop violence towards women.
Do not be touching me.
We're constantly
Oh
fighting to
no, we're getting the turfs.
Towards women.
Do not
We're getting the turfs, baby. Let's go.
be touching me.
We're constantly fighting to close the gap. Pay rises for
The turfs are some of the most like especially the turfs that go out and demonstrate are some of the most psychotic people that you will ever see. Let me give you an example real quick. Thank you for that. Yes. Look at this shit. So I don't know the exact context behind this. I guess there was some kind of, so they're basically like doing blackface but for trans people. This woman is pretending to be like some kind of trans doctor or something that got fired in the UK. I forget the story. Dubsy, if you know what I'm talking about and can pull it up, please do. If not, don't worry about it. But the point I'm trying to make here is look at their behavior. This is supposed to be a demonstration for what they call sexual assault. Look at what they do. Weird behavior. Disturbing freaks. Weird behavior. I want somebody, this is my official ask for somebody to make a compilation of all of the weird shit that TERFs do in public. It's so bizarre. It's antisocial. Yeah, Tina, exactly. It's antisocial.
women dominated
Sorry, hold on.
industries. International Women's Day, what do you feel like that means to you personally?
No comment.
What do you hate about Trump? What do you hate about Trump? Can I ask you guys one question?
I'm sorry, word spread, man. Off.
You said F off.
¿Y qué tal
True.
con Trump? ¿Buena onda qué?
No, no. Él no es buena onda con la gente en realidad.
You can't get along with anyone?
¿Y qué piensas de la gente que están,
What do you think of the sports?
transgenders y eso, que están en las sportes
With
como
playing the
olímpicos,
Olympic
como los
sports
hombres
where
con
the males
mujeres,
and females
están
are boxing each other?
con un hombre y con una mujer.
Okay, that goes back to a story about what was her name? I can't remember her name, but there was some boxer that like they were literally calling a man because everybody thought that she was trans. Wasn't even trans. Completely like a cis woman. Iman Khalif, thank you. Iman Khalif. They literally, and by the way, that also like I feel like there's some racist elements in there as well. They accused her of being a man. No proof whatsoever, but they called her a man and said that like she won these boxing matches unfairly, and she's trying to. I believe she was in the middle of a lawsuit with J.K. Rowling, if I remember correctly. I really do hope that's still ongoing.
Creo que todos tienen derecho nomás como a participar en lo que ellos quieran.
So what are your thoughts on
What did he say?
Yo creo que todos tienen
They should
derecho
have
nomás
the
como a
right to participate in what they want to
ellos quieran.
participate in.
So what are
True.
your thoughts
Based.
on Brunswick? Is it actually as woke as people think it is?
This is
or-
a big
Yeah,
boy.
it kind of is. But I mean, it's not to say that people here are bad or like inherently like immoral.
Crazy hairdo, dude. This is giving me heavy Trevor vibes from GTA 5. Little bit more husky, but same vibes.
Or unethical or anything like that. I think it's just, you know, you've got an enclave of people with, you know, very liberal or far left kind of ideologies and stuff.
And would you identify as a lefty?
Yeah.
Proud Brunswick
Roast. That's not a roast. That's not a roast. I was just pointing out what he looked like. That's it.
lefty.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I'm from Brunswick. And
I love the confidence, thank you. Bro, that was like the nicest lefty I've ever met in my entire life. She was so like down to earth, she wasn't triggered, not offended by anything. I couldn't even call her a lefty, she was cool with it.
She
you know
was
what I
so
mean?
nice to me.
Alright, guys,
Ooh, she was so
we have
nice
just
to me. She protected my precious fifis. Ooh, she was so nice. Oh, I felt so good when she spoke to me and did not yell at me. I feel so good now.
Arrived at one of
My
Melbourne's
fifis
most
were protected.
wokest libraries, the Fitzroy Library. So Lingo Louis, tell us exactly why we're here.
Because
Yeah, most leftists are nice to you if you're just normal, man.
they advocate for a lot of the wokeness here, you could say.
Yeah, let's go. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see what all the hype's about because I have heard about these things, guys, in Melbourne, especially like certain gender ideologies, you know, being talked about with children and stuff like that. So we want to see if it's actually
What's
the
the
case
problem?
here. Check out some.
We talk about cisgender ideology all the time with children. Guess what? That's what a gender reveal party is. That literally happens while the baby's still in the womb, dude. Like, we've already we've laid out a path for babies based on their genitalia before they're born and celebrate it with blue or pink. That is insane. Like, forests have been set on fire because of gender reveal parties. off with this gender ideology bullshit. It is so much worse for the cisgender people than it is for trans people. So much worse. By like 1.5 million times. Not even close.
Storybooks maybe, see what they're sort of, you know...
That man does have
there.
tits.
I'm excited.
That is true.
Let's do it.
That's not making fun of him. We're just pointing out facts here, okay? Facts don't care about his feelings, and he has tits.
Storybooks maybe, see what they're sort of, you know, chucking in there. I'm excited. Let's do it. All right, so go.
I don't personally care, by the way, because I'm a gender ideology cuck or whatever. I don't care. You can be a man and have tits. I wonder what they think, though. Interesting. Interesting.
The first thing I see is the First Peoples section. I have a feeling, bro, there's some stuff here, but I just can't really understand what they're about. It's a thing. Oh, how's this one? Ready? Vaccines change the world.
Of all the ones you could have picked, you go after, like, the most obviously true one. Yes. Yes. Are you a plague rat? Do you, like, collect diseases like they're Pokemon cards? Measles! I choose you! And then you just infect everybody within a 50-yard radius? Like, that's disgusting, man. Get vaccinated. Jesus.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm keen to see if they are doing some books for children, which I definitely do not advocate for here.
Doing some what books?
Books
Sexual.
for children, which I definitely do not advocate for here. I'm sure there are some.
So you've got LGBTQ icons.
How is this sexual?
Sure there are some.
How is this sexual?
So you've got LGBTQ icons.
This is so lame.
Okay.
Okay, so Louis.
How is that sexual? How is it sexual? What was sexual in that book? Yeah, I'm so cool, guys. Hey, me, the cool conservative guy. I'm gonna go to the children's book section and look for what I consider sexual material in the children's book section in public with other people watching me, and this is normal. I'm a normal individual doing this for YouTube. Very good stuff.
I found one called Pinkies for Boys. What have you found? There's a book.
What's wrong with that?
This is a children's book. It seems...
Wait. Hold on.
There's a book.
Sexual consent. Yeah, consent. It's fine to teach children about consent. Also, this looks like it's more for like 12 to 13-year-olds maybe. Maybe like as young as like 9. You know, when puberty starts. Like when they start to learn about sex anyway. Like this is not like a picture book for 3-year-olds. Anyway, I still think it's fine to teach 3-year-olds about the idea of consent anyway, mind you. Like, let's say that you have, like, a very simple one that Matt Walsh doesn't like because he abuses his kids and violates their consent all the time. His words, not mine. Is, like, what if your grandpa wants to give you a hug? And you say, well, Grandpa, I'd rather not have a hug right now. Okay? Don't give him a hug. And he should respect that. And if he can't, your grandpa's probably a freak. Consent is fine for children to learn about at any age.
This is a children's book. It seems people really have a problem understanding that before you have sex with someone. And that's every time you have sex with them, make sure they want to have sex with you too. Dude, this is for 4-year-olds.
It's not just about that. Consent can be about kissing. It can be about touching. It's consent, man. Okay? You teach the concept of consent so that they don't accidentally sexually assault somebody. Yeah, or like they could protect themselves from sexual assault. Remember, statistically speaking, when you teach about consent in schools, sexual education in general in schools, and it's not DARE or some church program telling you, well, you have to wait until marriage, kids. As long as it's like a legit sexual program taught to like between 9 and 13-year-olds, it is way less likely that they will be victims of sexual assault. That is a fact. Look it up.
I think we should ask if they have any like gender affirming books or anything, or like for kids, but I don't know how we're gonna pitch it.
Do you have like gender books about like genders for the kids and stuff like that?
Rephrase it. That's easy. Do you have any books about gender affirming, like affirming a child's gender? They probably do.
Gender.
And then like you can filter it by junior.
Oh wow, so there's a lot of gender stuff for juniors.
Junior, like that's like primary school age?
Primary school?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We'll have a look at this. Yeah, we'll have a look. Thank you. Cheers, appreciate it. So you can see we've got gender here. There's
not gender.
It's in children's books. If you're a drag queen and you know it, this is from 2022.
Who cares?
This is 4 to 8. This is my family.
This is such a non-issue. Another streamer friend of mine literally stopped being a summer school teacher because he couldn't handle the fact that a 13-year-old kid sexually assaulted another student and claimed to not know it was bad. Man, that is that is heavy stuff. Heavy stuff. Yeah, primary school is not 4-year-olds. It's like, what is that in Britbongerland? I know Australia is not she's not Britbongerland, right? Okay, but it's close. It's where they sent all the prisoners, so it might as well be. Primary school would be like what, 1st through 8th grade? Starts at 6? Yeah, so about 1st through 8th grade. Yeah, that's fine.
My daddies? Oh my goodness.
My dad, what's wrong? Like, some people have 2 dads. I literally taught a kid in gymnastics who had 2 dads, and they were lovely. Lovely people, okay? They actually messaged me recently, and I feel bad for not getting back to them. Like, I did get back to them, but they really wanted me to visit again. I should visit again. I feel bad.
Oh my goodness.
And his kid was...
an inclusive guy.
Fine. His kid was very skilled, and I did love teaching him, and we did some private lessons together, but he reminded me of me, and that's not in a good way.
This is like the youngest children's section that there is. All right, so guys, we have just arrived at an International Women's Day protest in Melbourne. You can see how many people are behind us right now. They're basically on the Facebook group have said...
There's like literally, look at how many people support women's rights, guys. Isn't this insane? This is crazy, far left radical ideology. Look at all of these people that support women's rights.
Australia is kangaroo bongerland.
Exactly. Thank you very much for 5 tier 1 gifted subs, Sakatanuki. Appreciate you. Very good point.
This is a march to try and...
I think that's a scientific name.
We're going to see what it's all about. You can see some very angry advocates of certain social justice issues behind us.
Hey, ho, misogyny has got to go.
Yep.
Hey, ho, ho.
So we're just independent journalists. What sort of misogyny are we referring to today?
Sexism, catcalling, gender pay gap, so much misogyny, men getting superior jobs over women, men getting leadership roles over women.
There's a bunch of them, right? So we're constantly fighting to close the gap. Pay rises for women-dominated industries, because right now there's the most serious women-dominated industries in Australia. Aged care workers, teachers, everything else, woefully underpaid, and I think we all know that.
Equal pay for women and stop violence towards women and support.
Well, this entire time he's literally just platforming all these people, and he's like pointing at them like, look at how dumb they are. Like, that's the implication, right? Look at how dumb and crazy they are. And they're just like literally saying the most normal things. Like the most normal things. Like, if he were a leftist and he were at right-wing rallies, I would call this irresponsible platforming.
For Aboriginal women and trans women.
Would you agree, Alec, that the most easy way to oppress a cis man is via his gender? The most easy way to oppress a cis man is to convince him that trans people are your problem and not your boss.
Do you think men and women should be paid the exact same amount in sports?
Absolutely.
These are industries that need to be paid the same, because it's not about entertainment, it's about the value they provide for people, ultimately.
And you believe that like men should be allowed to participate in female sports?
Absolutely.
Yeah? What about boxing and combat sports?
Absolutely, yeah.
Why is that?
Because trans women are women, trans men are men, and they should be participating in the sports that feels right for them.
And do you believe that men can get pregnant?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on cis white males?
Good answer.
Go to hell.
Do you believe that biological males should be allowed in female changing rooms?
I think trans women should be allowed in female change rooms. Yeah.
Do you believe that poses a safety risk for women in those changing rooms?
No, because you're ascribing guilt where there is none. You're just assuming that because... By the way, this is misandry. Like, he hates men. He thinks that, like, first of all, it is a social truth that men are more likely to sexually assault women by leaps and bounds than women are to sexually assault anybody else. Like, yes, it is true that men commit the overwhelming majority of sexual assault. But first of all, trans women are not men, and the statistics don't line up between trans women and men. And second of all, even assuming that a trans woman is a man, if that's your stance, why are you just assuming that men are just going to, like, jump all over women? You know? Like, it doesn't add up to me. Like, do you hate men? Do you just assume the worst intentions of men? Like, I don't get it.
No, it doesn't.
What are your thoughts on
feminism?
No,
it literally doesn't.
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I'm a staunch feminist. I'm an angry feminist.
Where's the blue hair, though? The pink hair?
Feminism needs to exist. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing things like this.
What are you guys advocating for this rally today?
If feminism didn't exist, half of these women would be, like, chained to their radiators at home with a lobotomy, okay? Like, that's the reality. That's the reality. Feminism is the reason that half of these women are not chained to their radiators being sexually assaulted by their husbands with a lobotomy.
No comment. International Women's Day is obviously a big, day of the year. What do you feel like that
Yeah, probably
means to
more
you
than
personally?
half, really.
No comment. So no, you don't want to answer any questions? No comment. And if
Good
someone
answer.
doesn't sort of like support, say, trans rights or feminism, do you believe they should be cancelled online?
Yes.
Yeah?
True.
Yes, discrimination
True.
against anybody
Yeah.
for being who they are, they absolutely should be cancelled.
Can we interview you guys real quick? We're just doing a
Here
documentary.
we go. Here we go.
A
Turfland.
women's rights activist that says no to men in women's spaces and women's sports.
Yeah. And so what are you protesting here today for?
I'm protesting here today for women's rights, to say no to men. Women's sports, women's spaces, women's rape crisis shelters, women's prisons, women's hospitals. 50% of people are women, and for a long time we've acknowledged that they need to exclude men sometimes. This has changed recently. We want it back. We want our stuff
Trans
back.
women are not men.
Exactly. And
Do you not touch me with that again?
Wait, what? Hold up.
Exactly. And
Do you not touch?
Did she actually touch her?
We want our stuff back.
Exactly. And
It didn't touch her. It didn't touch her. Wait.
We've acknowledged that
Did I
they
miss
need
it?
to exclude men sometimes. This has changed recently. We want it back. We want our stuff back.
exactly. And
Do you
It didn't touch her. It didn't touch her. It literally didn't touch her. Yeah, the psychic touch. It used psychic. Super effective. Super effective against TERFs. It didn't touch her. Straight up did not, like literal Karen shit. Like everything. Okay, it's mind-boggling. Like everything this guy is doing is like a showcase of why leftists are the normal people and conservatives and TERFs are insane. Everything. Like, why did he upload this? I don't understand. Is he like a right-wing activist, or is he like trying? Like, is he actually a leftist? Like, it feels like this is almost like a anti-right-wing psyop, is what it feels like. It's crazy. I think she's talking to the woman behind her with the flag. She didn't touch her. What touched her?
We want our stuff back.
exactly. And
Do you not touch me with that again?
No. She's talking. Okay, so she's talking to this person who's behind the interviewer about this flag. This right here is attached to her wheelchair. She has a sign attached. She's talking about this blue flag, which did not touch her at all.
Do not be touching me.
we have some angry
She
feminists in
didn't.
the background over here. What does
That's so
feminism mean to
fucking
you?
funny.
What does feminism mean to you? Hey, what are you doing? Hello? What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Hey. What are you doing? How'd you block me just then, ma'am? Sir?
Do not. If I can reach it, I will grab it.
This sign over here, do you feel any...
If I can reach it, I will grab it. I have news for you. That's called assault. You can't just grab things out of people's hands. She's not touching you, man. She's not touching you.
Do not. If I can reach it, I will grab it.
This sign over here, do you feel any sort of way about this sign?
I'm really just here for the rally.
And she's really just here to harass me. And
She's
throw
not
away women's
harassing
rights
you.
to men.
She hasn't said a word. She's standing in your vicinity. TERFs are insane. They are insane people. Like, it's a disease. It has to be like a disease. Like, you are missing a piece of your frontal lobe, ma'am. I don't know how to tell you this, but like, you are an insane person and you should go home. You should go home, okay? Do anything better with your time. Literally anything. Like, you have enough time to sit here and tell trans people that like their rights are somehow infringing upon yours. Were you hurt by a trans person? I would love like any TERF at all, to be like, yeah, I was personally harmed by a trans woman. Were any of them? I don't know if they were. Like, I've never met a TERF who was personally harmed by a trans woman. It's always just like the fear, right? The fear of being harmed by a trans woman that they make up in their heads because their amygdalas are popping out of their skulls with how much anxiety they have over it. It's insane.
What do you hate about Trump? What do you hate about Trump? What don't you
Dog,
like
just
about
leave them
Donald Trump?
alone.
Do you guys...
They've caught on to your game, and it's probably not helped by your sweatshirt that says Sacred Providence, man.
What don't you like about Donald Trump? Do you guys guys feel like Donald Trump has done not well in... Oh, don't touch the camera. There can be no...
Don't ever touch their cameras. You can't do
gender
that.
equality without equality for trans people.
It's, first of all, it's content for them. Second of all, it's literally assault. You can't do that.
So what sort of equality
would
you like to see for trans people personally?
No, thank you.
So it seems like when we're trying to interview advocates of these particular rights, no one wants to answer any questions, which is kind of a little bit strange in my opinion because, you know...
It's not strange. You're a dumbass, okay? Word's probably gotten around about you. I mean, you're like, what, 1.1 million subscriber YouTuber? No. I don't know why I thought 1.1. It's almost a million, okay? So, like, you're probably well known by at least a couple of these people. I'm sure you've been to these rallies before. So, like, yeah, they just don't want to talk to you, man. Stop harassing them.
They've come to a rally wanting their voices to be heard, but at the same time, not really wanting to...
Because you're going to twist their words. Well, actually, not even really. Like, this isn't... Like, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish with this video. Because, like, the only thing he's accomplished is, like, making these people look like... normal and himself look like a jackass. So yeah, and good protesters know not to talk to randoms. Exactly. Like, don't ever talk to people like this, especially because they can just edit whatever they don't like when you like own them, even though they sometimes don't. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Speak to us for some reason.
It's, you know, you come here to speak out your voice, but then they only want to speak it out to certain people certain ways. But you know, that's what we're here for, right? We're here to showcase everything. So
I'd like you to elaborate on what the reasoning is. Do you have like one solid answer? You can't answer, bro. We're just doing a video.
It's not that she can't, it's that she doesn't want to talk to you, man.
What are you standing here for today?
You're a disingenuous piece of shit.
Not one person has wanted to talk to me. It's actually crazy, bro. Do you want to explain what you guys advocate?
This is the best thing you can do because it gives them nothing to work with. Like, you can only, like, once or twice, you can showcase that and be like, look, they won't talk to me. But, like, do it enough times and, like, you have no more content. There's no content in it.
Oh, well, we're here for biological reality to prevail. It's absolutely laughable and total lunacy that we're in a Women's Day march and all everyone wants to do is defend the rights of men to impersonate us.
I've never seen so many angry people in my entire life. Hey, so can I just ask you one question about the protests?
It's a fucking riot!
What riot are you guys talking about?
We're from Socialist Alternative.
Socialist Alternative?
Yeah, we're socialists protesting International Women's Day.
And what sort of ways do you feel like women are oppressed in society today? Can we ask you guys...
Wait, Socialist Alternative? Is he a Nazi?
Power. If it wasn't such a scary time, I'd try to instill an anti-Thomas the Tank Engine trend in the right for pushing trans men into the public consciousness.
Trains men. Okay, that took a minute. Thank you very much for another 5-tier on Get This Subsocket Dinuggy. That's very funny. Very funny. I think he's a Nazi.
Women's Day.
And what sort of ways do you feel like women are oppressed in society today? Can we ask you guys one question for the video real quick? One question?
So wait, that guy was protesting Women's Day? I don't understand.
I feel like I'm about to get hit. Can I ask you guys one question? You said F off. Whoa. I think it's safe to say that Melbourne is certainly Australia's most woke city, full stop.
But those guys were protesting Women's Day. What, like, that's not woke. I think he's fine. He chanted with them. Hold on. Did he misspeak? Maybe he misspoke.
International Women's Day.
And what sort of ways do you feel like women are oppressed in society today? Can we ask you guys one question for the...
Okay, I think he misspoke. Okay.
Can I ask you guys one
White
question?
sexism. Okay, I don't think this is a Nazi group.
Say
sorry,
Melbourne
I was confused. Maybe go back more. I don't think so.
City, full stop. Wow, what
it was
a day
confusing.
we have had, Louis. What a day in Melbourne, in Australia's most
you wasted
woke
your
city. What are your
time,
thoughts? How did the day go for you?
Yeah, no surprises for what Melbourne is, and that's just the way of life here. It's just how things go, and woke is definitely is the capital name for Melbourne. Yeah.
And ultimately, I definitely agree that Melbourne is Australia's most woke city. What did you guys think?
They didn't make any arguments though. Like what was their mission here? They certainly didn't accomplish it, whatever it was. I have to see some comments. I'm a mental health nurse in Melbourne. Fucking love it because there is no shortage of work in my profession here. It has 2K likes, 80 dislikes. I live in Melbourne. These people and politicians absolutely makes this great state a shithole. Once a vibrant city, Melbourne has lost all charm with these angry, traumatized, violent activists who have nothing to say when questioned and no conviction or understanding about what they're whinging about. They want equality. Everybody that actually spoke to them had great answers. That video makes it seem like Melbourne would be hella safe. Yeah, I'm moving to Melbourne. Like, what the f? Like, these, like, all of these people, these, like, normal ass, like, great people are like there protecting my rights. That's great. I'm moving to Melbourne. I can spot a woke feminist from miles away. Okay, dude. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. That was such a waste of time. All you did was platform the most normal and rational people when they actually spoke to you. And what's even more normal is when they didn't speak to you. And also, you made TERFs look like disgusting wretches. Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Was not even touched. It is like a metric mile away from where that, sorry, they're Australian, kilometer from where, you know, her shoulder was. Don't touch me! If that is in reach of my super stretchy arm, I will grab it out of your hands and kill you. Like, it's insane. Insane stuff. Like all this accomplished, like the only people who looked like insane, miserable pieces of shit were the TERFs. That's literally it. So I don't know what he was trying to accomplish, but I don't feel like he accomplished it. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you enjoy my content, you enjoy what I do, I really appreciate any financial help that I can get. Go to youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. You got some awesome benefits, such as seeing early videos, awesome emotes that you can use in the comments of YouTube videos, and a sweet badge next to your name. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd really appreciate if you join. It is cheaper than the cost of a blowjob from your mom. So with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.